Anthony Slater here with Eric Horn. We're inside the AT&T Center in San Antonio, and as always, our Thunder videos are brought to you by J. Marshall Squared, Oklahoma City's only big house apartment community. Eric, game one tonight, it was a bloodbath. Thunder get blasted by the Spurs, 124-92. That 32-point loss probably isn't as ugly as it really was. At one point, the Spurs are up 43. The starters get to sit the whole fourth quarter. It was 33-point lead at halftime, just a blowout from the start.
A complete domination by the Spurs, and this is what we feared. We thought it would be a series where it could go long with the Thunder and the way they played against Dallas, but the Spurs showed again. I mean, this is a historic team on a historic pace. They came out fast. They played at a faster pace than we're used to them playing. They pulled up early in the shot clock from three and scored quickly, and the Thunder were down a bunch before they can even do anything about it.
LaMarcus Aldridge is the star of the night.
He was outstanding.
Yeah, 38 points, goes 18 of 23 shooting. He really killed Adams to start the game. Billy Donovan starts Adams on him, killed him, so they put Ibaka on him, kills Ibaka. They tried Nick Collison, they tried Enes Kanter at times. He killed all four of them. And then combine that with Kawhi Leonard, who goes 10 of 13. Super efficient, star-level performances by those two, whereas Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, inefficient, and I thought they both played bad defensively.
No, they weren't great at all. I mean, and offensively, they were like 11 of 34, but defensively, they didn't do a great job either. I mean, Danny Green got a bunch of open threes in transition. Again, going back to LaMarcus Aldridge and the way that he abused them. You know, Tony Parker is a guy.
12 assists.
Had 12 assists. He only had 2 points, but he had 12 assists. He was a masterful in the pick and roll.
A lot of that was Westbrook. You know, he's getting by people.
Yeah.
You know, because Westbrook's not really fighting over screens, and that leaves Aldridge and other guys open. So, like as you mentioned, stars weren't good. Thunder overall, you didn't really like it. Like, was there anything positive to take from what they did tonight?
I thought it was good that Donovan rode with Cameron Payne for a little while in that second quarter, but I mean, it wasn't enough to do
when we're
anything.
talking about how the backup point guard played 4 decent minutes, that tells you about all you need to know about the rest of their performance. Danny Green goes 5 of 6 from 3. That's another factor. Pretty much everything goes right for San Antonio tonight. Game 2, Monday night. It is only one game. If the Thunder can somehow recover and come back and win game 2, they get out of San Antonio with the split. That's what they want. But, you know, figuring with what we saw, that's hard to imagine Monday night.
At this point, a split might be bold. You might just want to come out and play hard and play competitive for 4 quarters and then see what you can get from there. If you go down home, down 2-0, and you played hard in the second game, that might be all they can ask for right now, because the way they got smoked tonight, it's going to be hard to imagine them coming away with a victory in game 2.
No doubt. Here's Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Dion Waiters, and you know, some Spurs talking about tonight's game.
Kevin, can you talk about your emotions after a game like that? It's over at halftime. Are you disappointed, discouraged, mad? What goes through your mind after a game like that?
I'm not telling you.
Why you decide not to tell us?
Because it's over with, you know. Move on. We just move past it and figure out what we need to do better. You know, crazy emotions. It's not like we were upset, we were screaming at each other in the locker room after the game. You know, we just got to be, that's not going to make things better. We just got to go out there and play better. So, no emotions.
Anthony Slater with Oklahoma. What particularly was the issues with Aldridge? He went off for 38 tonight.
We just got to watch film to see. You know, in games that go so fast, sometimes you don't realize what's going on. But you got to open a lot of those, you know, and pick and roll jump shots. So, you know, we got to look at film to see what adjustments we have to make in order for him to at least miss some of them and make it tough on him.
Eric Horn, the Oklahoma. Russell, what did Kawhi Leonard do to make things difficult for you on defense tonight, in his defense?
Nothing really. I mean, a lot of my shots I missed at the basket against the bigs. You know, I was able to get to my spots, just missed some layups.
Does he present a challenge for you all, the way that he and Danny Green kind of take turns at guarding on you and Kevin?
I mean, you know, they do a good job of helping. Most of the time it's a help side defender. Me personally, I never look at the guy in front of me. I always look at the help and see what's the next move. So it's not really a big problem. Just got to find ways to read the help a little bit better and make better decisions.
Kevin and Russell, David Miguel, KITV Sports. Talk about the mindset going into game 2. What has to change offensively and defensively for both of you guys?
Just come on, play harder. You know, they won one game on their home court, and now we got to get ready for game 2 and try to steal one here. We got to come out with a little more intensity on both sides of the floor, and you know, a little more sense of urgency.
Coach Billy said that you guys had a little bit of trouble spacing. Did you guys see it like that, or was it what they were doing on defense?
Just like Kevin said, I mean, it's difficult to see. The game is going so quick, but like we look at the film and make some adjustments. And that's the whole point of the series. You go back to the film, get opportunity to kind of look at mistakes and look at the things you did great, and get ready for game 2.
Kevin, those long, 2-point jumpers, they hit 69% of their mid-range jumpers in the first 3 quarters. Do you kind of have to live with some of those, or how do you defend those in a different way?
We don't want to just give them wide open, tough twos. They're not tough twos if they're wide open, I guess. So we got to run out there and contest, make them shoot over a hand. That's what they do on the defensive end, is make you shoot the tough twos over a hand. So we got to do a better job of that. We just got to have second and third efforts.
Russ, you mentioned the lack of intensity. Does that concern you that in game 1 you guys have had 5 days off, you don't come out with the required intensity?
Not really. A lot of guys on our team, man. It's new for a lot of guys moving forward. We won 1 series. Now we got to get back to the drawing board and see what we got to do better to get ready for game 2. Come out and play with a different mindset.
Was it just the initial hit? They kind of blasted you out of the gate?
They came out. A lot of intensity. Came out with a sense of urgency. Gotta come back, regroup, back to the drawing board. Game 2 gonna be much different.
What was the issue with Aldridge specifically, 38 tonight on 23 shots?
I don't think we was physical. I don't think he felt us. He got whatever he wanted, got the shots he wanted. At the end of the day, you gotta respect him. He's an all-star. That's his shot. So we gotta get up on, force him to make plays and do something else.
Did it feel like you guys had the necessary energy for a game 1, or did you just kind of get throttled?
They just came out, played hard. They made a lot of shots too. Made a lot of shots, moved the ball. I think they had 39, 40 assists.
When they do something like that in the first quarter, just blast you, does that kind of take away the energy a little bit? When they get up.
Yeah, somewhat, but we gotta stick to it. And we know how they was gonna come out. They home. It's a great team. And it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a war. So we know that. Like I said, go back to the drawing board, watch film. Game 2.
Great to come with the ball down, collapse the defense, and get our shooters kind of rolling there. But defensively, where it all started, but we were pretty solid in that respect. Obviously, it kind of got away from that, and we didn't expect that. But we'll take it at the start of the series. They'll make some adjustments, and games are going to be different going ahead. But we need to continue to focus defensively the way we did tonight, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if our shots continue to fall like that.
How about LaMarcus' game? I mean, he was in a 3-pointer, shots falling down.
Yeah, it was one of those nights, and just amazing all-around effort. He was patient with his post moves. He was hitting his shots. He's making the right reads all around. They're going to change the game plan. He's going to have to be ready for that, and we all will be.
You had a pretty nice little reverse layup out there.
Got one to go in. That was fun. Good to see him going.
Tim,
can you talk about your defense? The defense that you guys played, especially in the paint, and I seem to frustrate Westbrook quite a bit. You guys were very active, especially in the paint.
We knew we'd have to be. Those guys are very good, not only in the open court, but attacking the basket, turning the corner. And I thought we did a really good job, not only protecting the paint, but not fouling and not putting the free throw line. So we got to continue to do that. Also, offensive rebounds is big for them. I thought we did a pretty decent job of kind of continuing that for a while. But we didn't turn the ball over. We didn't give up a whole lot of fast break points, and those are going to be big keys for us.
You talked about Danny's defense the other day. Was it nice he contributed in a big way?
He's a very good defender, underrated in some respects, but he's going to be big for us as we move on forward. And tonight he did an excellent job. Again, not fouling, contesting shots, making things tough, and we're going to need that from all our wings because those guys are going to come back with their vengeance next game.
What's the challenge of defending Russell Westbrook? It seemed like you did a pretty good job on him tonight.
Yeah. He's fast, very aggressive. The head of the snake for the Thunder. Great passer. Shoot the ball well. Just get into the basket. Just trying to be where he is at all times. Show hands. And get to the line where he is.
Do you feel like it's a key for you all to be able to have that interchangeability between you and Danny and guarding Westbrook and Durant?
Yeah, I mean, one guy can't guard these two players. You need somebody with energy and, fresh body in them.